The Liberty Launcher is a weapon made by a Valve dev who spent a year upset that the Pyro now had a dedicated combo and wanted Soldier to have his own. But people called it a crutch and was nerfed into non-existence. Even more ironic that this only gave the Pyro a better combo than the original one. But I digress. Now that the world is somewhat healed and the Pyro can't really use the set, we're stuck with this piece of shit. The Liberty Launcher's entire shtick is the rockets travel faster and you get 5 rockets instead of 4. You get a slight benefit that the rockets do less damage to you when jumping, but at a steep cost of a fourth of your damage output. What this essentially means is you have to put more effort for the same effect as stock. So, the question of what is the weapon for is already answered with the shotgun it came with. If you launch someone in the air by some explosive means, this shotgun will mini-crit. There's only one issue. Knockback is entirely dictated by damage. And by default, this launcher doesn't do as much as stock. This used to be the original intent of the launcher, but it was smote by God for its hubris. Now while it is still usable, it's significantly harder to find opportunities to actually combo the shotgun with. You essentially have to preemptively switch to the reserve shooter after each rocket, and pray they get sent upward. Now we're stuck with something whose purpose is nullified. So how do we turn its attributes to our favor? Your mind would immediately turn to the buff banner, but all it does is give you the magic power to use the stock rocket launcher for 10 seconds. If we wanted damage we would use stock, but we're here for consistency with the Liberty Launcher, so we have to rethink our approach. Instead, we will take advantage of the rocket's speed. Unlike direct hit, we have access to splash damage. This one aspect is key to your new role, which is Harasser. Since the Liberty Launcher is rather quick, we use it to get chip damage onto enemies that would normally dodge stock rockets. Plus, you have a clip of 5 rockets, adding more into your ability to harass your opponents. All this chip damage should benefit your team by denying pushing opportunities for as long as you can. To further enhance our more team-focused playstyle, we will be using either the battalion's backup or the Conjurer. All your spam should be in mid-range to maximize your damage to fill up your meter. Direct confrontation should be avoided, if possible, to make sure your banner is ready at a moment's notice. Once full, pop your banner in conjunction with your team. Here, your role entirely changes. Unless the enemy pops Uber, your job is to drop the medic at all costs. Even small amount of chip damage on the medic can help drop them. Plus the enhanced speed can aid in catching them out. Most soldiers do not like playing this way. Most people will see you and assume you are bad because you play like a fucking pussy. This is not good for the average ego, and they will immediately double back to the standard sweaty Roma playstyle and punished because their weapon is shit. Do not fall into this trap. Instead, linger in areas where you have access to ammo and health. Poke people that advance to you and fill your banner. Protect your flanks as much as you can to keep enemies from advancing and pushing into your weak side. You will eventually encounter a situation where you must confront an enemy. You can win if you land direct hits on them for each rocket. Otherwise each time you splash will increase the likelihood your enemy will not die. Your final gambit is your 5th rocket, so hope that your enemy doesn't kill you before you get to empty your magazine. But the more likely scenario is you don't do enough damage and die anyway. This is most prevalent with scouts. Normally it is easy to deal with very fast Boston Boy, but when it takes on average 3 rockets to kill a scout in medium range and possibly more if you hit a bad rocket, it truly makes you wonder why you even bother with this launcher. Don't even get me started on overheal targets. This is a playstyle where every single thing has to go your way if you want to succeed. You have to poke your head and build up your banner. You need to find the right time to blow your horn. You need your team to take advantage of your buff. Sometimes it will not go your way. This kind of passive spammy playstyle will inevitably begin to print crits for you. I have never seen such a volume of crits in all my time playing. Not even crit printing loadout has come close. It's gotten to the point where people have actively accused me of using cheats or a crit bucket. So I felt that it was necessary to point this out. at the end of the day, you are an annoying obstacle in the way of the enemy team's objective. Maybe one day the Liberty Launcher will get a funny new gimmick that people will complain about in the future. Maybe they'll make it air blast or something. You are now ready to do somewhere between 0 and fuck all damage. Good luck.